Assalamu alaikum. Dear middle one students, today we are going to solve how to get the model answers of some questions based on lesson 2 and the unit 1, and also the symbols of elements from lesson 3. So this is based on unit 1, lesson 2, and the symbols of elements only from unit 3, lesson 3. Okay, let's start with the questions. Give an example. I don't think that we need to give an example first. Let us start with the first questions based on lesson 2. Complete the following sentences. Protons carry dot charges while neutrons carry dot charges. We know that the atom consists of nucleus, and the nucleus inside the atom contain two types of particles, which are the protons and the neutrons. And the protons carry positive charge and the neutrons carry no charge, not positive or negative. AU is the symbol of what? It's a Latin name. So AU is the symbol of gold, while AG is the symbol of silver. Number 3, dot considered as the central core of the atom. What is inside the center of the atom? We knew before that the center atom there is a nucleus. So the nucleus is the central core of the atom. Dot is the number of protons in an atom. We have two numbers for each element. The upper one and the lower one. The lower, or the one of the lower on the left of the element, considered as atomic number, which is the number of protons. And the upper one is the mass number, which means that this is the number of protons plus neutrons. The number of neutrons equal. عندنا atomic number, number of protons. وعندنا mass number, protons and neutrons. يبقى حبينا نجيب النيوترونز لوحدها هنعمل ايه؟ The mass number minus the atomic number. اللي فوق ناقص اللي تحت. Okay, another type of questions. What are the symbols of the formula? The symbols is the symbols are very important. Okay, the symbols are very important. From now to, mashallah, inshallah, not to senior 3, maybe after senior 3. Sodium, it's a very famous one in sodium chloride because it's a table salt, okay? So sodium, it's Na. This is a Latin name called natrium. And also potassium, it's kalium. This is a Latin name, so potassium is K. So Na, K, and K is the answer. Chlorine. This is one of the elements that the symbol comes from the first and third letters. So it's Cl. What about nitrogen? It's one letter only, it is N. Calcium and aluminum, they are from the elements in which the symbol comes with the first two letters. So calcium, Ca, and aluminum, it's Al. Phosphorus and mercury. Phosphorus is very famous because it comes from the first letter, so it's P, while mercury, it's stranger. The mercury, it's Hg. Number 9, gold. We talked about it before, so it's Au, and lead, it's very famous, Pb. Number 11, silver. Also, we had a question about it before, so it's silver, it's Ag, while the chromium one, it's first and third letters, it means Cer, okay? Let's go to another type of questions, which is give reason. This is another type. Give reasons. The nucleus has a positive charge. Inside the nucleus, there are two types of particles, protons and neutrons. If you look at the protons, it carries, one of the protons carries what? Positive charge. And what about the neutrons? Carry no charge. So the summation of all of them, that the nucleus overall carry positive charge. Positive protons and neutral neutrons. Mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. The atom has the nucleus, and around the nucleus there are electrons, and these electrons revolve around the nucleus. Okay, so the electrons has a mass, but it's neglected compared with the mass of protons and neutrons. It's neglected, almost 1/2000. Okay, so it's nothing. So that because of this, that the mass of the atom concentrated in the nucleus, because the mass of electrons outside the nucleus is negligible compared with the mass of protons and neutrons. The atom is electrically neutral in its ordinary state. It must be neutral, okay, because the number of protons which carry a positive charge equal to the number of electrons which carry negative charge. So positive equal negative means the atom is neutral. Okay. Mass number is usually greater than the atomic number. The atomic number is the number of protons only, and the mass number protons and neutrons. So this is very obvious that the mass number is greater than the atomic number, because the mass number is the number of protons and neutrons, while atomic numbers is the number of protons only. Another type of questions. Write the scientific term for each of the following. It is the central core of the atom. We had an idea about it before. Central core, it means the nucleus of the atom. The positively charged particles in the nucleus of the atom. Positive charge inside the nucleus means we are talking about the protons. Neutral particle exists in the nucleus. The nucleus has two types of particles, so they are positive protons and neutral neutrons. It revolves around the nucleus of in the energy level. This is another type of particles inside the atom, which called the electrons. Now we are going back again because we stopped before because of the adhan. Now another type of questions. It's complete the following table. One of the most important one. Here in the first one, the molecule. Second places in the table is for the type of molecule. The third is the number of types of atoms inside the molecule. So the first one is water molecule. The type, is it element or compound? Water is a compound. So it's supposed to be a compound element and a compound molecule, sorry. And the number of atoms and the types of it, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So it's supposed to be what compound, 3 atoms, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Here is another one. Is it a compound or element? It's an element, and it consists of 2 atoms of oxygen. O2 means this is oxygen molecule. Sorry. Number 4, hydrogen chloride. 2 different types of atoms, so the type must be compound. And the number of atoms, 2, which are hydrogen and chlorine or chlorine. Number 5, ammonia. Number 6, ammonia, and the ammonia is a compound because it's NH3. It means that we have 4 atoms, 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen. This is one of the most important questions. Give an example of the following. A noble gas. Here you are free to write any noble gas. Helium, krypton, argon, neon, radon, all of them are noble gases. And active gases, any gas but noble gas, like oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, and so on. A compound consists of 3 atoms. We have in our syllabus only one, which is H2O. It means water. A compound molecules consists of 4 atoms. We have another type in our syllabus, only one, called ammonia, and H3, 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen. A monoatomic liquid we have in our curriculum, it's one only. So it's supposed to be mercury. It's a monoatomic liquid. The last one, it's a diatomic liquid. We must mention this is bromine because we have only one here. Okay. Now we know most of the questions about this lesson 2 and a part of lesson 3, which concern about the symbols of the element. I hope that you did understand all what we explained today, and see you next time, inshallah. Thank you and goodbye.